Hello and welcome to another vlog. Today we are at the Hyatt Hotel in Titusville. I think it's Titusville, I think that's the way you pronounce it. The reason why we are here is that tomorrow we plan an early start over to the Kennedy Space Center. So I just thought I'd quickly show you around the room because it's the second closest hotel to the Space Center. I believe the first one is Courtyard by Hilton, which hopefully we'll be popping over at some point just to experience the space bar that they have over there. But this is our room. I'll just show you as we come in from a point of view. So here is the front door, and we have a nice bathroom with a nice shower, nice big mirror. Hello. Very clean. Toilet check. Yep, perfect. Nice full-size mirror. And we went for the option of the king size with a unfolding sofa bed, a nice really big TV, looks like a 60-inch or 70-inch TV there, some coffee making facilities there. What's in here? Oh, fridge. Let's see if there's anything in there actually. Any complimentary drinks or anything, or water? No, it doesn't open that side. No, oh, Mark's already been in there. Yeah. Nothing in there. Nice big wardrobe. Well, enough for a couple of nights stay anyway. Some drawers, a nice big bed, and we have a view of the launch area and Kennedy Space Center down there. So don't know if I can get a clear image here. So if we look at the cranes, and somewhere just about there, it'd be sticking out there like a building. I think that's one of the launch areas, and then to the left of it we've got, just there is the Kennedy Space Center, I believe. So yeah, so just thought quickly show you the room, and we'll catch up with you guys tomorrow, if not later on from the space bar. Right, see you later. So here I am at the space bar. Sorry it's a bit dark with blue light in my face, looking very shiny. Yeah, this is a great place. It's at the top of the Courtyard Hotel, and we've got great views there of Kennedy Space Center. Probably a little bit blurred, a bit dark to see anything at the moment, but yeah, all you're seeing is little balls of light. Yeah, so I've just decided to come up here, grab myself a drink, because Claire and the kids decided to have an early night tonight. I'm a bit of a night owl, so yeah, so looking at the drinks menu there, you've got various specialised cocktails. I don't normally have cocktails, but I thought try that Skyrocket in flight. Sounded quite interesting there. So I'm going to have one of those and maybe just finish it off with a beer or so. Yeah, cracking place. Yeah, this is just the night before we go to Kennedy Space Center. So only a short video just to show you some bits and pieces around here, around the area. And there it is. Let's give that a quick sip, see what we think. If I try not to spill it all over me. That is very nice. Dangerous, but very nice. Yeah, look at that. Thought I'd try one more time and see if we can get that. It does look like one of the launch pads there with a rocket ready to go, and I know there's a launch here next Monday, so unfortunately we miss it. Yeah, thought I'd try and get an image in there, but to me it looks like blurry. It might come out better once it's been put on screen, but there we go. Yeah, I'm really impressed with this place. Pity we didn't book this one. This is right at the rooftop of the Courtyard Hotel. Yeah, I came across this one. I did come across the Hyatt. I'm not quite sure why I booked the Hyatt over this one. It might have been free breakfast when I'm a cheap ass that I am. But there we go. Yeah, it was a cracking place. All the lighting. Yeah, really nice. Shame Claire and the kids weren't up for it tonight, but there we go. Have a drink on my own. I think next time I should read what the contents of the drink is. Didn't realise it had tequila in it. Oh. And it's pretty strong tequila. Right, well that's me done at the space bar and at the Courtyard Hotel. Lovely place, and we'll see you in the morning. Morning, once again. Great night last night. We are now today over at Kennedy Space Centre. Really excited to be here today. Always wanted to come here. Kids have always been a little bit too young to appreciate it, so we've left it until now, which is great. So we're here now. Really looking forward to this. See, there's the Heroes and Legends Hall of Fame, and I think this is the rocket garden. Sheer scale of this thing. But the plan for today, I think we're going to head over to Atlantis first, because that was what a few people have said you should try and do if you can, because it gets quite busy. Then we're going to head on the train to go and see Saturn and I think it's Apollo, and then head back to this area afterwards, just to have a good look round. So hopefully make the most of the day. We're only here for one day, and I've got a feeling this is going to be a packed day. Anyway, join us once we're at the Atlantis. And that's the Orion top bit of the spacecraft. Wow. And here we are, the Space Shuttle Atlantis. It's only when you're here you appreciate the scale of this thing. Wow. Obviously a replica here of the tanks that attach to the craft. Still amazing though. Yeah, there seems to be some sort of construction work here, maybe a bit of renewal painting. Yeah, you can see the two tones at the bottom of the tank there. Mind you, I wouldn't like to be up that high, painting. And that gives you an idea of the scale of this thing. Massive. Impressive, I tell you. And in we go. The sky calls to us. Not sure if these were the people that helped design it. So we're just here at Atlantis now and just waiting. I believe there's a 12-minute show followed by a reveal of Atlantis as well, so I'm really excited to see that. I'm not sure if we're allowed to actually film the show, so if I am, it'll be in. If I'm not, it won't. And in we go. Go and grab a seat. My God, you appreciate the sheer scale of this thing here when you see it. Wow, the scale of this thing.
What is that? Actual
33 missions over 27 years. And she's a beauty. Quite emotional really, because I remember seeing this when I was a kid on TV. Wow. Now that will give you an idea of the size. I've always, you know, seen this on TV. I remember seeing the launch, remember seeing the return home, but to actually see it here in person. Wow. To think that this thing landed like a glider. I never knew that. Wow, it's the underside. Incredible. This is the International Space Station, which the shuttle brought into space bit by bit. And this is to give you an idea of what it's like. Wow. So it's the size of a 6-bedroom house, weighs almost £1 million, equivalent to 320 vehicles, or automobiles, let's say. And it travels the equivalent distance to the moon and back in about a day. Wow. Oh, this would be fun to crawl in here. I'm sure Mark will love this. And over here we've got the shuttle launch experience, which we'll do in a little while. Yeah, a live look at what it's like inside. Honestly, I'm in awe of this thing. To see it in real life, after all these years of seeing it in documentaries and what have you, blown away, absolutely blown away. And this thing is 2.5 million parts. Well, the clever people at NASA, the amount of fails they had as well. I think it took 12 years from the idea to actually get it built. And here's the power head and the nozzle of one of the cross engines. Incredible. I believe it's like 512, it can produce 512,000 pounds of thrust. Look at that. This is a scale model, I think, of the what the cockpit will look like. Oh wow, you can go inside and press buttons. Hey Mark.
Hello.
You piloting this thing? Wow.
Yes, it's hard to minutes.
How do you even work out what all these, look at all these buttons.
Is this inside the space thing, isn't it?
It's got little foot things as well.
Little foot pedals.
Yeah.
Imagine that's to help steer it maybe. When it's landing or gliding. And even this little thing here.
You won't even know what it is, would you? No, no.
Wow. And you've got some interactive stuff here as well. You move the shuttle around, have a look at it. The 360. This is really cool. It's a repair platform, interactive as well, so you can grab things. I'm not doing very well here holding the camera as well.
Sorry, you didn't complete the mission in the allotted time.
No, I didn't.
Astronauts train a lot to handle tough tasks.
I trust it. I trust you there. You can do spacewalks as well.
Precision and patience to get the job done. Can you handle working in space?
This is one of the telescopes, I think. Wow, these things are huge. I tell you, there's so much to read and see here that I think really a couple of days is what's required, you know? I think we're going to head over to the Space Shuttle Launch experience first before it gets really busy, and have a proper look around here as well. Just so much to see, and this is only one bit. Might as well get a slide to get down there. Oh, whoa. Good way of doing it. Get a little ride while we're here. Enjoy that.
I did, yeah.
I think the kids have decided to come down the stairs. Oh my God. I know. Here we are, 5 minutes before it opens, and we're here. Cool. I'm not sure we're allowed to actually film in here, but I'm going to try anyway and see what happens. Well, apparently we don't need lockers now, which is a plus point, so hopefully we can record in there as well. Yeah, this gets very busy in the afternoon, so I'm glad we've come here first. You can see by the queue line as well. Wow, this is a big queue line. Just shows how busy it gets. Yeah, I think we get a pre-show before we get the actual experience. So, yeah, looking forward to this.
Way closer to launch. I'll start your clock at, say, 4 hours before liftoff, when it's still dark out.
Here we go.
You're really sure you want to do this? Because everything's looking good for your launch. As you can see, your shuttle should be pointed straight up on the pad, so we need to get you into that position.
Whoa. Oh, that feels like we're upside down, doesn't it?
You comfy? Normally the astronauts would have to wait like that for a couple of hours, so just sit tight. I'll be back. Just kidding. Now remember, at 6.6 seconds your main engines will ignite. Then the shuttle will twang. Then the SRBs are going to light, and you are off. You're clearing the tower. All engines look good. Wow. Now rolling into that heads down position. In a few seconds, you should be hitting the speed of sound in 4, 3, 2, Mach 1. 0 to the speed of sound in less than a minute. Your main engines are throttling back to reduce the pressure on your shuttle as you go through max Q. Remember that tin can? You made it through max Q. Your main engines have throttled back up to 100%. Fuel is spent in the solid rocket boosters, and you're going to jettison them in 3, 2, 1.
Wow.
Negative return. Hear that? Negative return? That means if something goes wrong now, you don't have enough fuel to put back to the launch site at the Kennedy Space Center. Fortunately, everything's nominal, at least for now. Guess I spoke too soon. See? That's what it's like in a training simulation. The diabolical sim soup and your trainers are always throwing emergencies at you. Let's see how the crew does.
Houston, it looks like we have a cabin leak. Roger. We see a negative DPDT. We are going over a cabin press leak procedure.
Negative DPDT means that you're losing air pressure. A cabin leak is never a good thing. Your flight deck crew is working on the problem now. Ever been to Zaragoza, Spain before? Well, if they can't fix it, you'll be landing there in a few minutes.
We've closed the cabin relief isol valves. Roger, looks like that's solved the problem. Press to Nico.
The crew isolated the leak. Nice job. Looks like you're still on track. You're now pulling 3 Gs. You don't want to go over 3 Gs, so you're going to throttle back a little and get ready for main engine cutoff.
3 back to 72%.
You're now going 23 times the speed of sound, or just over 17,000 miles per hour. When you hit 17,500, get ready for main engine cutoff in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Wow. Oh.
Wave goodbye to the external tank and say hello to outer space.
Oh, wow.
Joining us on this adventure today. Now, whenever you see a space launch, hopefully you'll remember your experience here today. And at least in spirit, you'll be on board. And who knows? Maybe one day you will fly with us.
These are all the various launches. Challenger, Columbia, Discovery. Oh, this is the ill-fated one. I think, yeah. It's tragic. Atlantis, Endeavour. And these are all the signatures of the astronauts that achieved Mark 25. And have experienced SLE, I'm not sure what that means, but quite a few of them. Yeah, and as you come out, you've got all these different booths with simulators and stuff, and Mark's here flying a shuttle at the moment as well. Yeah, great interactive tools here for the kids afterwards. Right, and me. I think this is Mark's 5th attempt at landing. Will he do it? Oh, crash. Never mind. And here's the underneath. What was the thing they used, Maisie? The material they used for the tiles? Silica foam, yeah. Wow. Yeah, I'm glad we experienced that and we did it first thing, because apparently it's really, really busy as the day goes on. So kids enjoyed it, didn't they? Yeah. It wasn't as intense as they make out, and it builds you up. It was still fun though, especially that big reveal as well of the planet Earth. Lovely. So Mark's going to go into the International Space Station now and have a little look round. No. Yeah, I know. Just wondering where Mark is. Oh, there he is. He's having a good look round. There he is. It's great the way the sound tunnels through. It's like using those little cups with a bit of string. Yeah, this is great. So there you go, guys. What did you think of the International Space Station? You're going in it again? Right. Yeah, tight. That's why I'm not going in there. Also, the scale of this thing is 3/8 the size of the actual International Space Centre. Or station, should I say. God, might get your words out. Yeah, Atlantis has travelled over 126 million miles. These are all the patches for the various missions. Yeah, 1995, 1992, 1996. 2011. As you walk down this little corridor down to the ground level, it's sort of giving you the lighting of a re-entry, and there's a shuttle re-entering. And these are all the countries I think that were involved with the International Space Station. This is how the astronauts would sleep. Yeah, with their little laptop there, watching a bit of YouTube, and a book. And if you ever wondered how they'd eat at the space station, there's their little table, looks like it folds away. And here's a gym that they'd use in space, mainly sort of resistance bands and stuff. Interesting. And if you ever wondered how an astronaut would go to the toilet, there you go. Pretty similar to what we'd use. Clean as well. This looks like a treadmill, and obviously you'd strap yourself like that and do a little run. And here we have the giant tyres used on the shuttle, and these were actually used on the STS-135. Wow. Heavy duty. This is how you'd look if you were strapped in and sat in the shuttle ready for launch. It's tiny. And here's the Astrovan. They used to take the astronauts, I believe, over to the launch. It was used for 27 years. And I've seen it in documentaries and stuff, and here it is. Classic. You've got the Space Shuttle Tunnel Adapter Truss Assembly here. Oh wow. That's quite small. I expect it to be a bit bigger than that. And over here we have all the fallen friends and heroes.
Now there were 6 shuttles. One called the Enterprise.
Then the shuttle. You can just leave it with, yeah, this is for those people that die.
Will always be remembered, guys. The future doesn't belong to the faint-hearted, it belongs to the brave. Great quote there. Yeah, that's a nice little memorial there for the fallen heroes there. I actually hadn't realised it was that many that unfortunately lost their lives. But nice little tribute there though. We have the gift shop as you come out. But I believe this place has the world's largest space shop. So we're going to have a look at that a little bit later. Well, that was really, really good. I could spend hours in there. There's so much to see and so much to read. But unfortunately we're limited for time. It's already 11 o'clock. So we're going to try and see if we can get the bus now over to Saturn and Apollo and have a look at that, get that out of the way, and then head back in and enjoy the rest of this this section here, the main park. But yeah, really, really good. So interesting. Also very sad about Columbia and Challenger and reading all the facts there. But yeah, all in all, really good experience in there. And here we are to get the buses now. Yeah, so I believe the buses just continuously run maybe every 10 or 15 minutes or so, from 9:30 to 2:30. So it just shows how busy this is. And here are the buses. Yeah, they run very regularly. Yeah, don't be put off by the long lines. They move really fast. Within like 3 minutes we were here.
I'm standing inside the vehicle assembly building trying to grasp how large it really is in here. It has 4 bays. Each bay has 2 large horizontal doors below it and 7 smaller vertically opening doors above it, tall enough to fit the world's largest rocket through. In fact, these are the largest doors in the world.
Construction of the VAB required 65,000 cubic yards of concrete, 45,000 steel beams, 1 million steel bolts, amounting to almost 100,000 tons of steel. Notice the flag painted on the outside of the VAB? It's the size of a 21-story building. The blue section alone is the size of an NBA basketball court. Each star is 6 feet across, and each red and white stripe is wide enough for this bus to drive down.
So here we are at the Apollo and Saturn Center. Wow. This is one of the firing rooms.
This is the firing room, launch control for the Apollo missions. This is not a mock-up. These are the very consoles we sat at when men first took off to fly to the moon. The tragedy of Apollo 1 had put us a year and a half behind. We were making up for it in one big leap.
We have the power transfer. We're now on the flight batteries within the launch vehicle. Final reports from Frank Borman at this time. Final look at the source list aboard the spacecraft. 20 seconds on aspects. We are still in build at this time. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10,
That, guys, that was the actual fire room for the Apollo 8, and I don't know if the camera picked up the vibrations and stuff from the launch, but it was fantastic, absolutely fantastic. We're now going to see some rockets, and here it is, the Saturn V. I think it also would have been the Apollo 18, and I believe it never actually flew. It was tested, which is why you have these burnt marks on the exhausts of the engines, but yeah, never actually flew. But look at it, look at the size of this thing. Yeah, just look at that. This is stage 1. I am so excited about being here. So after seeing this on so many documentaries and movies, as I said, to finally be here. Look at the scale of this thing. You have to be here to actually appreciate it. It's massive. Yeah, so this was stage 1. Coming to stage 2. Just to give you an idea of the size. Incredible. Yeah, so that was stage 2. Which then brings us into stage 3. Size of that tank in there. Wow. And of course you've got the badges up here of the various missions as well. And there's the nose. So just have a look all the way back. Massive. And over here we've got the lunar module. Replicating here of when they landed on the moon. That famous Neil Armstrong saying, that's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind. And over here we've got another one of those Astrovans. Let's have a look inside, see if we can. And this was used for, I think it was 19 missions, starting with Apollo 7. There you go. Pretty basic. Once you were on there, you knew you were on your way. Just going to head into this Apollo 1 tribute. So the 3 astronauts unfortunately lost their lives in that fire in their capsule. And here we have the walkway to the launch pad replica, replicating obviously what the astronauts would see just before boarding their spacecraft. That would be a whoop moment. And look at that. Not much space in there, is there? That's the actual spacecraft, Maisie. The others are just rockets to get you up there. This is the craft itself. Look how cramped that is. Got a little section of moon rock here that you can actually touch. Wow. We've got this little device here where you can spin the ball. You can spin the lunar module. Have a look at it all. Clever. And that's the inside of the lunar module. It's amazing you just got a bit of foil protecting you from the outside, really. And these are the little rover type vehicles that were used. This one was Apollo 16. That there was used on Apollo 14. And then Apollo 17. Forgive me if I'm getting this all wrong, but that's what I'm reading anyway. Over here you've got the space suit with a helmet, and of course the moon boots.
If you would like to
and over here we've got the capsule for the Apollo 14.
Saturn V rocket. Thank you.
Wow. Wow. Just to think this has been in space and we're standing here right beside it. You've got a lunar sample here. And these are the moon rock containment little vessels that you'd put your moon rock in. These gloves were used by Buzz Aldrin on Apollo 11. 1969, the actual gloves. Wow. And that's the type of camera that was used back in the day. And this here is the go, no go cue card. So when you decide whether it's a go or a no go, I wouldn't like to be the man with that responsibility. The various space suits used. or made. This was from 1963, 1967, 1969. They look something very futuristic, didn't they? Something out of 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. And this thing here, I think, is the replica of Artemis 1, which I believe is flying to the moon and is due to launch next week. And unfortunately, we won't be here when it launches. It launches 2 days after we leave, unfortunately. And it's actually sitting outside on the launch pad now. And there it is. Ready for the launch. Wow, I wish I could be here. And if you look to the right there, I believe the thick grey one you can see there, that launch bay is a famous one, which I believe was the launch pad for the famous Apollo launches. And maybe even the shuttle ones, I'm not sure. They just said it was a special one, but there we go, and you can see some more launch pads in the distance there. Here you've got the viewing area for the launches, which I imagine would be spectacular from here. Yeah, the safe distance is 3 miles for a launch. That's how powerful. Yeah, let's just take a moment to appreciate this once more. Saturn V rocket. Fantastic. We're just here to see the one of the space modules. Well, I thought that was going to be further back, like a utility module. Yeah, when you look at it from the outside, you expect it to be deeper than what it was. Yeah, I've just popped out to the rear of the building just to come have a look at this moon tree garden. It's lovely. Well, this is nice and soft on the floor. Thought it was going to be hard tarmac, but it's not. This is where you got the 3 astronauts, which I think is the ones from Apollo 11. We'll have a look in a sec. Oh, this is nice. You've got little plaques here for all the different Apollo missions. From Apollo 1, 7, 8, yeah, 15, so it seems like all the Apollo missions here. Yeah, and there we go, there's the 3 astronauts. Neil Armstrong, Michael Collins and Buzz Aldrin. And I believe if you look in the direction that they're looking is where you see the launch, which would be that way. Still can't believe I'm here. Yes, I thoroughly enjoyed this trip so far, and this trip over to Apollo and Saturn V. Fantastic, recommend it to anybody. Well, the whole lot, I've not even seen the other section yet. As you know, we've only just done the space shuttle section. So there is so much here to do. We've only got about 4 hours left. So I'm not going to get it all done today. I just wish we could have done it for 2 days or come over for 2 days. There's so much to read up on as well. So I'm going to have to give a few things a miss, but I'm going to grab something to eat now, and then we're going to head back over to the other side. Yeah, so as I said, so much to see, so much to do. Highly recommend that maybe if you do come here, have a couple of days just to get familiar with everything and then have a good read of everything on the second day. I didn't even get a chance to get to that Lunar Theatre. I'm not sure what goes on in there. Didn't know really what to expect. I haven't watched much stuff on the Kennedy Space Center. I just knew I always wanted to come here. I've seen lots of documentaries about the rockets themselves, but never about this place. So this is totally unplanned, which is sometimes the way I like to do things. So I don't come in with any sort of preconceived ideas, if you know what I mean. So we're going to head over back to the other park and go have a look through the Hall for Heroes, I think it is, and what have you, and just see what else is on offer. And just like that, we are back in the main visitor centre. Just got ourselves some ice cream. There you go. I've got to say, this place is very reasonably priced, not only for coming in, but also for all the food offerings. For a family of 4, we had lunch here today, $32. So not bad, and it seems to be the trend in all the little eating houses here as well. So really, really nice. We're going to tuck into this, and then we're probably going to head over to the Heroes and Legends Hall. There really is so much to see here. They've also got an IMAX theatre here, which if we've got time at the end we might pop into, but I'm not going to waste my time with theatres at the moment because there's so much to see and we're so limited on time. There's also an astronaut experience place here which we looked into prior to coming, but unfortunately Mark was a little bit too small so we couldn't do that. So maybe for next time. We're going to head over now to Gateway. I'm not sure what this is, but we'll have a look in. We'll take you in there with us. Oh wow, it smells lovely and new in here.
No, it smells like carbon grill.
It smells nice and new. So this is the Gateway Centre.
Yep.
Always exploring. Oh wow, look at that.
That's actually really weird to watch.
Wow. We're walking, oh wow.
Just look at it.
It's making me rock. This is cool. Very futuristic in here. This is great. Whoa. I don't even know what half the stuff is. This is the world's largest Orion, 16.5 feet in diameter. And it's an original one. Wow. And over here we've got one of the, I think it's the Artemis engines. This tells you a little bit about it. A mixture of hydrogen and oxygen. Oh, look at this, it's interesting. So it's a large, integrated, flexible environment. Life. So it starts off like that, then launches on a conventional rocket and expands to the size of a 3-story building on orbit. Look at that. Wow. Amazing. Over here we have another simulator. This one's a Boeing CST-100 Starliner simulator. And that's what it looks like. Mark's itching to have a go on this. Very sophisticated. Oh wow, look at that screen up there. This here is a cargo dragon, I believe. And it made history, May 12th, for being the first aircraft to take goods to and from the space station. And I think this is its launch. Either that or this is SpaceX, and I don't know what I'm talking about. Oh well, just in case I'm wrong, I'll stop recording. And here's the Starliner, which that simulator was about. It's designed to take 7 passengers up to the space station. And over here, we have the Shooting Star, which is a vessel that enables transportation of critical science and foods to the space station. Up there is something called Spaceport KSC, which I think is a ride. You select your journey, whether it's to the Red Planet or uncharted worlds. Looks great. These are the different materials used for the heat shields for the capsules. Just sheer scale of these things. No, it looks like a shark. Yeah, we're going to see if we maybe give this ride a go. I think we're going to give that Spaceport KSC a miss for now, because the line for it is very long and we still want to see a bit more of this park before we run out of time, which is becoming very quickly. We've only got about 3 hours left. We're just going to head into the rocket garden now. And I'm sorry I'm not well rehearsed in the names of all of these. I'm just fascinated by them, but I will no doubt find out their names and let you know. So this one is Delta 2. And it's 128 feet high. Seems higher than that to me. Yeah, it's used for science and explorations and national security missions, that. And some commercial missions as well. I wonder what this one is. Looks like one of the Saturns here. but don't know. Let's have a look. Yes, see, I'm not that thick. This is the Saturn 1. Amazing. This is one of the Saturn 5 engines. It's the F1 engine, which is apparently the most powerful liquid-fueled rocket engine ever produced. This thing, within 3 minutes, could travel at a speed of could push the vehicle at 6,000 miles per hour with an altitude of 38 miles. Amazing. That's just one engine. This is the Juno 2 rocket. Another big one. And I think that was part of Pioneer 4, which is what laid the path for the attempts of the journey to the moon. 33 unmanned trips, I believe, before they decided to send someone up. Might be wrong again, but there we go. This was the Atlas rocket. And it says on here that in 1962 it was launched as part of the Ranger 3 mission. And they sent it towards the moon, or to the moon, just so they can get some pictures and what have you, but it missed target and headed for the sun instead. Yeah. Wow, we've got an alien that's arrived with us here in this pod. Yeah, so here we have the rocket garden. Very interesting. Love it. And now we're going to head over to the Heroes and Legends. You get a great view of all the rockets here on your way in. To be this close to them. Wow. I love the way the walkway into Heroes and Legends looks like a little spacecraft. It's been carved out. Very bendy though. Wouldn't go very straight. So this is going to be a 14-minute presentation, which we're not allowed to film in, so we'll see you in a bit.
Yes, with wheelchairs or scooters, you stay to those first astronauts.
The 33-ton rocket is poised to hurl America's first man into space at 5,000 miles per hour. Alan Shepard will rocket to 115 miles above the Earth. He will weigh nearly 8,000 pounds and be finishing acceleration of a giant booster rocket.
You know the old desire of all pilots, when you walk up to the airplane, you always kick the tires just to be sure they're not flat. This particular rocket I was never going to see again. So I just stopped as I approached it, looked up into the glare of the spotlights, and took a look at the rocket. Sort of another way of kicking the tires, so to speak.
Yes, it's really a smoothie. Oh, Roger. Hey, congratulations. Oh, you couldn't have the thrill down there that we have up here. Passing Madagascar, leaving Comrange.
Roger, 8. If you run into trouble and the Gina goes wild, just send in Command 400 to turn it off and take control of the spacecraft.
Roger, we understand. Thanks, Jim.
I'm not hearing thrusters fire. Let's go to ACS off, nose power on.
We're at a spin. Let's see a Gina. Send Command 400. Undock now. It's actually getting worse. Power the system off.
Yeah, serious problem.
can't turn anything off.
Did I hear him say he may have a stuck engine trouble?
That's about the point.
Roger, what on the Agena?
No, he says he is separated from the Agena and he's in a roll and he can't stop it.
Try the re-entry control system. It might just give us the pressure we need.
Do I understand he's used all the out fuel?
His brake pressure is down to 0. It's all the brake union pressure.
Okay, let's work on one axis at a time here.
ACS, give that down.
Much better.
We're regaining control of the spacecraft slowly. In RCS direct.
Okay, fine, keep that in.
We're coming in for dash 3.
I'd like to argue with him, but I don't know if we can. Command, we will prep for emergency landing at 7-3.
Johnny 8 to us on rescue downwind, the Mason. 3 hours after splash.
Strike Major Flight, still a couple more targets left. I'm taking another pass.
Not a good idea, Major Glenn. It's gonna be a flat magnet again.
Our fellow Marines need us to get this done. I'm going in.
Roger that.
Going low. I'm hit. Still have control. Firing. Right on.
Good hit. There's not much left of your tail section.
Roger that. Let's see if I can make it back to base.
Welcome to the Air Force, Major Glenn. What do you think about that new F-86 Sabre jet?
Well, I think we're about to find out. Ask me again after we take out these pigs.
Roger that.
We're on the threshold of space travel.
Over here. It'll be a memorable flight.
Kind of like your first flight across the Atlantic.
The flight I'll remember most is your Apollo 8. The first flight to go around the moon.
Now we're gonna land on that moon.
As I walked with my hero and looked up at that flaming candle taking off for the stars, it all came full circle. A spark of inspiration shaped my career, and my journey took me beyond my wildest dreams to places like the moon. We had just to turn that spark into a flame with the fuel of curiosity. To learn from our failures, never give up until the goal was reached. My heroes and their heroes before them were driven by this notion. So was the entire NASA team when they started this amazing journey into space. Our heroes and legends drive us into the future. Each generation inspires the next to go further into the unknown, beyond our solar system, beyond our galaxy. I can't wait to see where you will go.
Here we've got the different missions, the Mercury, which was 1958 to 1963, Gemini, 1961 to 1966, and of course Apollo, 1961 to 1972. I'm not sure which one this one is, but you can see the inner workings of this. Look at that in there, fascinating. Those little control panels. Looks old though. And over there, the cockpit. Look at that. Wow, looks tiny. This Mercury Mission Control, Friendship 7, 1962. We've got the Gemini 9A here. Real close up of it now. Wow, that's so small. You've got all these various booths with inspired, passionate, curious, tenacious, confident, disciplined, all with all sorts of old memorabilia in here. Like Frank Borman's football jersey. Buzz Aldrin's Camp Trout Lake pennant. And his trophy. Gene Cernan's or Kernan's music competition medal. Just random stuff. Nice to see. And you've even got Buzz Aldrin's report card from high school. Wow, year ending June 29th or June 20th, 1944. Look at that, straight A's and B's. Wow. Good lad. You got Jim Lovell's Boy Scout handbook there. From Apollo 11, I believe. And these Boy Scout sash there. Over here you've got the portrait of the 3 fallen astronauts from Apollo 1. It's nice. You've got a plaque here from Apollo 11. First moon landings. And then we go to the United States Astronaut Hall of Fame. And we're greeted here by Alan Shepard, is it? Wow, these are all the astronauts. I really enjoyed that. A little bit of history there. Nice little memorabilia as well. I like that. There was 2 pre-shows. There was one I didn't record, and then there was one I could record, and that was really, really good because it was quite sensory as well. So you could feel the winds and whatever, and a really good sense of being there. No, it was really good. And here's the astronaut training experience, which I mentioned earlier. Unfortunately, Mark was a little bit too little for this. Yeah, it looked really interesting. So maybe we'll do it next time round. Wow, look at this Mars rover. This is great, look at the wheels on that. Yeah, could really use one of these back home. Amazing, isn't it? What a great looking vehicle. Puts a Hummer to shame. Just got about half an hour before it closes, so kids want to pop into the world's largest space shop. So let's go and have a look. Wow, they're not kidding. It's massive. It's over 2 floors as well. Various apparel and gifts and souvenir things and plushes. Even the t-shirts and stuff don't look that badly priced. Yeah, $24.99 for that. Yeah, this place is definitely good for price-wise in terms of food and even in the shops. Yeah, so hoodies. Oh, look, bomber jackets. I like these bomber jackets. Let's have a look. Very nice. Oh, $160 for that. Oh, but that is nice. It feels really well made as well. I like all the patches on the back there. So that's a black one. You've got a what looks like a navy blue one as well. Same price. Let's have a look. Doesn't have a price on this one, but yeah, navy blue one. That looks nice as well. Let's see if it's got the patches on the back. No, no patches on the back on this one. So it's probably a little bit cheaper. Yeah, that's $140 without the patches on the navy blue one. Then you've got these Under Armour breathable long sleeves. $70 for that. And $45 for this one. Not bad. Oh, that's nice. Ooh, no prices on that. If I find out, I'll let you know. Yeah, $70 for that one. Got these telescopes. Oh, look, that one there, you can use your mobile phone on as well. And some Artemis merchandise as well, here as well. That's $65 for that hoodie. $30 for that t-shirt. That feels quite nice actually. And this one, $25. Anything on the backs? No. And $25 for the white one. And a section here for some cups and drink coolers. A load of pins, various souvenir key rings and stuff. I think the upstairs section is more for the younger ones. It's got kids' toys up there and kids apparel. And you've got a SpaceX section here as well. Wow. $35. Yeah, $35 for the t-shirts. These kids' little outfits. These little onesies. Adorable. $20 for that. Occupy Mars. Sorry, I don't know why it went blurry there. And some cups and stuff. Baseball caps. Drink coolers. Yeah, lots of stuff here. It is big. Now I've got to try and find the rest of the gang. And you've got these nice selection of Fisher space pens. Lifetime guarantee, and apparently you can write them in any angle, even upside down. Pricey though, but nice. That guys, we're going to call it a day. Thoroughly enjoyed today. I'll recommend this to anybody. I would certainly recommend a day and a half if possible, because we've run out of time now. We've got most of what we wanted to do done. Really, really interesting. So informative. Because you couldn't show everything that was going on in there. Hopefully I caught the sneakily caught the simulation, launch simulation for you guys. But yeah, I would strongly recommend if you do come though, maybe try it the way we did, where you go to see the Atlantis area first, then get on a bus and head over towards Apollo and Saturn V, because that's the way we did it, and we found that probably worked out best for us, because then it gave us a bit more time here in the main visitor centre. Really enjoyed today. Hope you guys enjoyed watching. Again, really appreciate your support. If you like the content, please subscribe, hit the like button, and hit that bell button for future alerts of any content. Anyway, with that, we'll see you next time. See you, bye.